Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Today we're going to be reviewing the new champion. Mel is out. She's live. And I've played a few games with her. And I got to say, it's a mixed bag for me. So we'll just go over the basics here. So, first and foremost, I will say her design is really cool. I think it's really nice. I like the way her robe kind of flows in the wind. Let's see what her excuse me. She trips on her dress. That's pretty fun. This is a cool emote. People are definitely going to be doing this a lot. Boo, 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 boo. Anyway, but point is, visually she looks great, and especially if you've watched Arcane at all, then it's pretty cool because this champ is based off of the series, right? She was in an animated series, and that animated series is really good. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. And so it's cool that they pulled a character straight out of a show that we just watched, kind of like Mbessa. I will say I don't think Mbessa's kid is very cool though. I think they kind of did Mbessa a little bit of dirty, in my opinion. But so it's cool that we're getting characters that we know from shows that we love. That part is really cool. As far as her abilities go, there's some cool ones. So obviously her reflect is dope. I mean, it's amazing. League, League has needed an ability like this before, but it's got a high cooldown, and it can definitely do work. So like, I saw last night we were playing, and Homeboy reflected the Brand ultimate, Brand Flash Ard, and he reflected it back into his team. Just one shot his entire team. So the reflect move is powerful. It's interesting, and it's definitely a cool ability. Now, unfortunately, that's essentially where, in my opinion, the the good things I can say about her kit kind of end right there. Because as you start to look around her kit, now her R in of itself isn't inherently broken. Like, it's not inherently broken um, as a concept. The idea that you mark an enemy and then you just press your R and it rains down some damage on them. That's not bad, okay? But what gets into like bad territory is when you combine it with these other abilities that she has, especially her passive. Um, is the most okay. I have strong feelings about this passive. This passive is really bad, really, really, really bad. Um, and I mean that in the sense that it's really good because it executes anything. See that little bar there? When you that's the execute threshold right there. Boom, and then it'll die. Um, so that in of itself, it wouldn't be a problem, in my opinion, if it was just champions. And even on just champions, it's super, super, super powerful, right? The ability to elder execute someone at level 1 just because your champion is in the game, that's pretty big. Okay. Now, the really messed up part, in my opinion, is the fact that it works on everything. It works on minions. Watch this. One auto. Oh. Okay, that's not a good example, but watch this. Boom. See, it executes the minions. So I'm not even trying to last hit. Like, my last hits are so sloppy. Watch this. I'm just going to randomly hit it like there. Boom. Executed the cannon from half health. Granted, I do have a bunch of items, but So when you're playing Mel, um, the an immediate thing I noticed was not like, oh wow, her Q is really cool, her E is really cool, her W is really cool. No, the first thing I noticed was, what the heck? I'm executing minions. It takes zero skill to last hit on this champion, and I mean that quite literally. It is the easiest character to last hit on by a long, long, long shot. So people may think, oh, that's really cool. Okay, but watch this. So her Q just executed all those. I have no AP. I'm building attack speed. So her Q is the most noob friendly. I mean, look at the range on this thing. Look at this. So I'm standing over here. Boo boo boo! It comes out almost instantly, and it hits a bunch of times. I mean, this ability is ridiculous. Like, truly, this is a ridiculous ability. I don't know why we're giving champions abilities like this. Like, you don't have much time to react to that if you're trying to dodge it. Like, this is really pretty much on her to miss, you know? And, you know, it gets better. Look at her E. Look at the size of this thing. Boom! I mean, try to miss that. Now, I know the center has the snare effect, whereas the outer edge is only slow. But come on, that's what? It's huge. Look at the size of this hitbox. So, yeah, I mean, in conclusion, basically, this champion is way, way, way overtuned. She's going to get massively nerfed eventually. I don't know if it's going to be soon, but there is no way that this is going to stay in the game in its current state. And it's a little bit disappointing to me because, like I say, this is a cool character. The show was really good. She's got a beautiful design, a compelling character in the show. So there's going to be a whole wave of new players that come to League of Legends for the first time, and they're going to pick up Mel, Medarda, and they're going to be like, wow, this is really fun. And I just think it's a disservice to those new players. A lot of them are going to be probably, you know, gals, you know, because she's a female champ. And it's a disservice to those players how unbelievably easy her kit is. This is not good for game health to make a champion this easy. Especially the last hitting minions part. That's so huge. I mean, think about all the time that you spent in your years of playing League practicing your last hits or like learning to time them. And here's a champion that literally just does it for free. It holds your hands. Oh no, here you go. We'll just last hit. Every minion will just be last hit easily, executed perfectly for you. This is going to be so bad. If you meet someone, like let's fast forward 6 months from now, and there's a player who is like a Mel main, and they only really played Mel because they started playing because of Arcane Season 2. Watch me miss none of these minions yet. So, that player, if Mel gets banned, they will literally have no idea how to last hit. They will have no idea how to last hit because of this champion. So, the on hit execute, ridiculous idea. I don't know why they sent this. And her Q and her E are just simply noob cannons. I mean, it's just so free to land this. I mean, it's quite offensive, to be honest. I mean, you think about other champions out there like Kalista or Azir or something like that that just require like a bunch of mechanical skill to pilot, and then they release this. You know, she's really fun. She's really strong. Last night, me and the boys played some Flex. We each took turns playing her, and every single one of us popped off first time ever. First time ever. Like, they didn't play her in practice or anything. Just first time ever pop off. So that's the sign of not a good champion. A champion that was designed poorly. If your random friends are popping off on their first time ever, and it allows you to last hit for free, I'm sorry, but that ain't it. Okay, let's try a little harder to make like champions compelling in their gameplay. She's compelling in her design and her like overall like story and all that. But let's go ahead and make these abilities a little more compelling because this is noob bait. So anyway, that's my thoughts on her. She's cool champ, easy champ, OP champ. I guess in conclusion, play her before she gets nerfed because this is unbelievable. And if you have trouble last hitting, if you're really, really bad at last hitting, go ahead and lock this champ in. It will literally do it for free. Anyway, that's my thoughts, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.